You see, I get abused all the time. Hello, everyone who's joined us virtually. It's wonderful to have you all here. You're joining us. We are coming to you live from the HTA School of Culinary Cuisine. We're all having a fabulous time here. People are having a great meal. Some of us are enjoying some delicious hot beer. So cheers, everyone. Cheers to all of you. It's nice to have you all here. I hope you are all... it's been a while. How long since I last did a comedy quiz? It's been a week or two, I think. Like 4, 5. I'm looking at Mark. As if he's the expert. But anyway, so we are doing, as I say, we've got Ricketts is watching with us, but that concerns me because she's here live. Because of the delay, we'll get the answers so we can cheat. She's here live and she's still streaming it. So that's extra points. Exactly. She's entered 2 teams, but only one of them can prize. Only the people who are live are going to win the prizes, but the rest of you can still play along. So I think before I carry on, it's time to introduce my co-host. He's co-hosted more of these than anyone else, which is a real career highlight for him. Ladies and gentlemen, the wonderful Warren Robertson. Luckily, his mic is still dead because he hasn't switched on yet. So you're not going to hear a word he says, which you're not missing out on much, to be honest. It's normally bad. So, it works. It works, yes. There's the on switch. It's a wonderful thing. Good. Okay. So for those of you who are playing with us for the first time, I think I'll just explain the rules. This is our 51st very big comedy quiz, adult edition, public edition, whatever you want to call it. So the first rule, what is the first rule, Warren Robertson? No Googling. There's no answer. No, that's the second rule. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm sorry for not paying attention. I'm sorry about the rules. The first rule is do not put any answers in the comments section. If you put your answers in the comment section, then everybody can see your answers, and there's no point. What you just did now is the comment section. You're live. We can hear you. It's amazing. And then the next rule is no Googling. So even if you're pretending to be speaking to your teammates on some sort of a WhatsApp group, we will find you, and then Warren will touch your phone in a non-socially distanced way. He might, in fact, insert it into his trousers, and then your phone will never be the same, let's be honest. Yeah, so it'll be a good evening for me. Yeah. Fair enough, no more lonely nights. But so please, no Googling. You see, this is great, because now I get to hear people go, wow, when I make terrible jokes. Normally we miss all of that. Why don't you guys log on online and get out? Anyway, so no Googling, please. What else? Yes, so you write I want to talk about a Google document now, but the Google document is the piece of paper in front of you.
The online people have.
The online people, there's a Google document, and the document will be pinned in the comment section at some point, but the quiz behind the scenes person that now you can all see that she's not doing her job. It's not just me, and I won't get hit needlessly. Because I normally get hit a lot during these things. So hello? Where's my beard? I've shaved everywhere. For those of you who are streaming, I was just asked, where's my beard? And she's right over there. Mrs. Mike was still off. All right. So if you are streaming this, please make sure you fill in your details on that Google document so that's where you'll put your score and get yourself a piece of paper and a pen, because that's where you'll write your answers. Is there anything else? What have I missed? Oh, I forgot to ask you, what do you call somebody, because if you Google, I hope you thought of an answer, because I ask every co-host this and he's never got an answer. What do you call, if you Google, you only satisfy yourself? What do you call somebody who only satisfies themselves, Warren Robertson?
Happy.
According to my ex-wife, it's me.
I never knew she was so wise. Okay, so I think if everybody's ready, have you all enjoyed your mains? There was some delicious food chat. There's some fantastic beer. What more do we need? Like Are you guys all ready to crack on? If I can get 2 enthusiastic thumbs up in the comment section, then we can start the quiz. 2.
Good. 2. That means 2 people are actually listening.
There's like a lot. Well, I say a lot. There's 11. But
some of them will have friends. That's at least 14.
That's like the oscillating artists, but we've split them up. I hope you guys have split from your team. No. But just to let you in, is it Lexi? Is she playing? They said they're useless without you. So she's not playing. She is playing. Yes, they were like, we can't play without her or we'll lose. So I'm not saying who the true brains in the artists are, but what I am saying is they're not here in the room with us tonight.
We just got 2 thumbs up from Erica.
Okay, we've got 2 enthusiastic thumbs up from Erica. It's very handy. She's in the comment section and she's sitting right here. So let's crack on then, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start with our first question. I feel like I'm a bit out of practice with this thing. Also now people can see my high-tech questions waving around, where normally it was all hidden. All right, section 1, question 1. Who holds the record for the most race wins in Formula 1?
We're off to a cracking start.
We are off to a cracking start, and I've just realized, because I have this thing called, I think it's called restless limb syndrome, where my leg bounces a lot, but when it bounces, then the whole table shakes. Is it your leg shake? So you see what's cool about doing this live is now when you set no answers in the comment section, you can hear everybody's answers from here in any case.
And the loudest people are the ones who would have written in the comment section.
I'm sure I heard somebody say Nigel Mansell there. Which shows your age a little bit. So if you go, the most Formula 1 wins is by Nigel.
He certainly had the most epic moustache.
I think he still has the most epic moustache. In fact, maybe for a bonus, no, we won't do that. If you want to mention who's got the most epic moustache.
Formula 1 history.
Now, I do have to ask because normally there's a lot of. I've just lost the rest of my questions. Try not to look at the answers while you have it. So it's very windy in here.
I'm not used to this much professionalism from you, Chris.
All right, so that was question 1. Who holds the most race wins in Formula 1? Question 2. Which music album Which wind?
Use the JBL. Use the JBL.
Which music album spent the longest consecutive time in the Billboard 200 charts? I'll give you guys a clue. It's not Nigel Mansell. If anyone was wondering, he still does win the most epic moustache.
Is it a group or a singer? One or...
It's just write the answer and stop asking questions.
Which music album?
This is interactive. You asked me a question and I've told you to stop asking me questions. Can everybody close their window? So it's an album. For those of you who are streaming, there was a question saying, is it a group or a singer? Hello, Michelle Reinhardt. Lovely to have you with us. Do you feel, Warren, do you feel that you should give a clue for this one?
No, I think, no.
All right, I'll give you a clue. I'll give you a massive clue. Massive. If Warren had to get up and put his pants down right now.
What would we see?
I mean, that's a massive clue. It's a massive clue.
But he'd be facing this way. I don't think you get.
Oh, that was a pretty solid clue, Chris.
You didn't hear the clue. Chris is out. It's supposed to make you go blind, not deaf.
Is it a Rolling Stone?
One of the people here has just asked if it is a Rolling Stone. I beg your pardon, sir? No, the bum doctor is not here. Are they online?
They are not, they're in the drama.
Although your friend Vinny is here, Vinny is saying send some mooses over and clip drift. We don't need to send clip drift, we've got half brow Vinny. And also the victory in the Champions League, which is equally as important. Sorry, I do wish to apologize. I was talking to Vinny there about the Champions League, and I didn't mean to exclude any Newcastle fans. The Champions League is what happens when you do well.
It's what's going on their days off.
Some Geordies here saying some things that might get them thrown out. Okay, question three. Question three, which of these artists has never won a Grammy Award? So I'm going to name 4 artists and you have to choose which one has never won a Grammy Award.
That's
all.
Kurt is a saint.
Somebody said Kurt Darren before. I named him Kurt Darren has won a Grammy Award. No. Or Omar. He's dipped an Omar once or twice. All right. So which of these 4 artists, excluding Kurt Darren, has never won at least one Grammy Award? Bob Marley, Mumford & Sons, the Baha Men. They sang Who Let the Dogs Out, yes?
Yeah. Yes.
Or Stevie Wonder. So I'll repeat those options. Which one has never won a Grammy Award? Is it Bob Marley, Mumford & Sons, the Baha Men, or Stevie Wonder?
Like, honestly, what's next, Chris? Who wrote Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band?
All right, so
I'm sad at you, Vinny.
why Vinny is Brenda Fussy? Did she not win?
She did not win a Grammy Award.
I feel like this microphone is far louder than yours as well. It is on.
It is on, yeah.
Is the artist still alive?
If you want, I'll write the answer on a piece of paper and push it your way.
What did you do when you were in your own home? Do this to the computer screen.
Can you imagine reading a trick? Is the answer X plus 1? Is the artist still alive? With the artist formerly known as Prince? Yes.
He's not. He's dead. He's dead, Chris. This is having a bad evening. Chris, we've lost David Bowie.
Or so he'll have you think. He's currently living in Purple Rain. That doesn't even make sense. Warren, stop speaking so I can start.
No, Chris, hang yourself. I mean, I'm loving it, Chris. I really am. You're being great to me. You're being so good.
Next thing you guys are going to tell me that Freddie Mercury is dead as well.
Him and Elvis waiting British Rail to Middlesbrough. Seen them at the ticket station.
If ever you guys don't understand what the Geordie man in front here is saying, I will translate. I have that ability. He's got that Bacloo accent that nobody understands. Okay, question 4. Question 4. What was Muhammad Ali's birth name? I think this is an obvious one. If you know, you know. Do you know Warren? Warren knows everything.
I know, but I'm waiting for them to ask us for a clue. No, it looks like they've got this one. They've got this one without a clue.
I'm wondering how the artists are doing with that next time. Have you got? Do you know there's a delay though? So we're going to speed up the questions just so she can't help you.
I just want you to take a minute, Robin. Chris, I want you to take a minute and look at Rob. That man looks like a university professor. His knowledge is, it's there and thereabouts. He didn't even hear me. Right, so this is the... Just take that.
Are you guys good? You like, we know this thing. The artist is.
We're not trying to. Yes! There we go. Finally. Now, finally, people can get my witty put down some of this. I was being censored.
They were amazing. That's why Vinny said start singing.
Next one.
We're waiting. People are still conferring.
Just go. Just go.
No, is everyone ready to move on? Okay. Do you have a question 5, or would you like me to say one? All right, question 5. I'm looking at one particular person in the room because he may be the one who knows it. Who are Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, and Dr. Egon Spengler, better known as?
The Three Stooges.
Please, no answers in the comment section.
Can we just block them?
No, it's her birthday. You have to be nice to her.
Oh, there's been drinking happening.
Not yet. Alexandra has said, please turn Warren's mic off. I think we might have to. Vinny, no, nobody ordered you a bunny chow, but I will have one in your honor tomorrow. Anti-friendly bunny chow, just for the occasion.
Can you spell the name?
Okay, so who are Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, and Dr. Egon Spengler, better known as?
And why were they never given a Nobel Prize?
Have you guys never heard of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band? Nothing to do with the question, but just curious. He doesn't know about this thing. Do you remember that? Who was that famous band to come out of Newcastle? Sting and the Police. Well, the Police were fairly prominent.
They still are.
What about Dire Straits? Not that bad, is it?
Not as good as the Beatles.
You've got to be good at something on your side of the world.
East Indians, are they South African?
Are they South African? I'll give you this clue, no.
Chris Real is from Middlesbrough.
Who's from Middlesbrough?
Chris Real.
Yeah, but that's not Newcastle.
That's close enough.
That's like saying we can claim like credit for Kurt Darren because he's from Pretoria.
Don't say something from Manchester.
All right, question 6. Question 6. Where is Chris Greer from? No, I'm kidding. No haircut question. Nobody cares about that. Question 6. Who has won the most medals at a single Olympic Games? So it's an individual, not a country. Who has won the most medals at a single Olympic Games? What year? The year when that athlete won the most medals.
I can give them a clue. They've done it in 2 separate years. The same number.
I can give you another clue. It was in the Olympic Games that occurred every 4 years. I'll practically give it away.
It was some form of sport.
It was definitely a sport.
Yes.
A competitive
Sports
sport.
person.
It is a person.
They, he or she,
Was a person.
is or was a person.
Sports person.
What sport did he or she play?
He or she did not play chess.
The sport that he or she played was competitive sport. I'm giving loads of clues away.
Was he a man?
So the question is, who has won the most medals at a single Olympic Games?
My question is, was he a man?
We don't the question then from the live audience here was he a man? That could be a jibe at Caster Semenya, and we don't appreciate it. Quite frankly, that's offsides. We
Frankly disgusting.
it is like that's a national treasure.
It's 2020 now.
Our Caster. Even though there's no penny word for Caster Semenya.
Was he or she Chinese?
Was he or she? Are you going to go through all the countries now? All right, I'll list the countries that he or she was not from. Definitely not from Indonesia. He or she, not from Guam, but they did enjoy Guam.
They did.
They did enjoy Guam. And not from Zimbabwe.
Wow.
That was Kirsty Coventry. She doubled the GDP of Zimbabwe in a single swim, if I'm not mistaken.
Indeed, not from the Vatican City either.
Not from the Pope was great.
Yeah, I mean, he's the best.
We're even a medal then. Okay. I feel like we spent a lot of time on question 6. That was question 6, so I hope you're all on the same question as me. Question 7, who was the first person to be awarded 2 Nobel Prizes?
This is shameful.
Why is it shameful? Everyone went quiet.
Yeah,
They were
they don't
thinking.
know.
The first person.
It's sexism, is what it is. Chris.
I'm giving a big clue away there. So I don't know if you guys have been to Vilakazi Street. 2 Nobel Prizes there as well, but different people. So
It's not Vilakazi Street, it's not the answer.
it's not Vilakazi Street.
Vilakazi Street is not a person, it's a place.
But that is the first street to have 2 Nobel.
Well, people live there.
Yes. Wasn't there a story about the Nobel Prize didn't go to some guy because he was asking Alfred Nobel's wife or something?
Alfred Nobel died, and he left this grant to start the prize. So even if the guy was bonking his wife, Nobel is dead. He didn't know. So there's no way. That's just a. Nobel started these prizes because he invented dynamite, which killed his brother. And no place. I don't know. But he invented dynamite, which killed his brother, and then he used the proceeds from that. It's like the Nobel Prize.
So just to specify, it's not the Nobel Peace Prize.
Any Nobel Prize.
Any Nobel Prize. There's quite a lot of them. That is a very random question.
He's asked me the same question.
If it was a wheelchair involved. A wheelchair. The answer is not Vilakazi Street.
I think you're in trouble if you think Stephen Hawking has won a Nobel Prize.
He did do very well, though.
He did.
Brief history of time, cracking read.
Okay, cool. Apparently don't do that with the microphone. Wait, are you guys still debating us? I'm loving team here for the beer. Are you guys good for drinks? Yes, you are. I like that the team schools here for the beer, but they're drinking wine. Cheers. Okay, so question 8.
Do I need to bring it to drink?
Now that man will get us drinks.
Fantastic.
Would you like me to do first question while you're on the desk?
No. Okay.
Fine, don't give me anything.
I'm good, but if a beer does pop up on this table in the next minutes and 30 seconds, are you good? Tabs hates it when you stick it in her face. And the microphone. Sorry, there was a comment where she said, especially when it's so small.
She said soft.
Real Words, look her up on Facebook. Her husband is Don Words, and she referred to this as small. So, Don, well done, you, Buckaroo.
She said soft. Eric does have a point. It's quite soft.
But the thing about Don is we knew he was massive because he can't get any of these answers. That's
Donovan Woods. Don Woods. Okay, this is turned in a completely different direction to which I thought.
It's making me very happy.
Vinny has said you're not at the Wild Coast where drinks just come to the table. Vinny, I'm about to prove you wrong. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Question 8. 8 artists have sold more than 250 million records in their career. Name 2. Cooler Box is not the correct.
Cooler Box is giving away 250 million records.
Cooler Box is attempted to give it away. Literally, the question is, has anyone ever pirated? Loads of people have.
Mainly Chris.
What do you think of copies that we're giving away here tonight? So here's to you, Vinny, when you said it's not the Wild Coast, drinks like the table. They really, really do. I'm not sure why my bowling trainers are going to do that, but it's all good. Okay, so we've all got our 2 artists. The question was, 8 artists have sold more than 250 million records in their careers. Please name 2.
I think it's artists or bands.
Artists, well, bands,
Yeah, no, some of those 8 artists are bands. Yes. Yes.
yes, but wasn't part.
I'm so glad your penis is massive. You're very. Life hasn't given you many things. No, I don't.
Strong word.
I know. And I'm grateful. I'm glad for you. Everybody's got things.
Okay, I'm assuming you've all got your 2 ones, so cheers. For those of you who don't have a drink, please make sure you get one. Question 9. Please name the South African batsman who became the first person to hit 6 sixes in 1 over in a one-day international. And for a bonus point, who was the opposition? So I'll repeat the question. Name the South African batsman who became the first person to hit 6 sixes in 1 over in a one-day international. And for a bonus point, who was the opposition?
I reckon it was Alan Donald.
Well, I'll give you a little. Do you guys want a clue for this one? He's also the person who's gone out for the most ducks in one-day internationals for South Africa.
Yeah, that was a surprising statistic when I first read it. I did not expect Alan Donald to hold that. Wait, it's not Alan Donald. Of course not. Anybody who says Alan Donald is a fool, and I mean that. I'm going to talk into the mic, otherwise it misses me. I think anybody
It's
who
fine.
writes-
Warren Robertson has been a comedian for about 15 years. I'm happy to still teach him my technique.
I didn't know there were still microphones that only microphone the little bit right in front of me.
Okay, so we all got question 9? Fantastic. Our final question for section 1, which I don't know why, but I feel I'm trying to suss out who might know this one. Which is the most flexible muscle in the human body?
It's not what you think, Don.
Okay, there's a clue. Both men and women do have said muscle. Which is the most flexible muscle in the human body? And I'm going to carry on speaking really loudly, Warren, because otherwise everybody will hear the person who just gave the answer away at the table here. Yes. Oh, is she Googling there? That's terrible. You have to be subtle about it. Oh.
She's taking a photo of his head.
She's taking a photo of his head. She really is. He's giving a great head right now. No, I see it. Do you know what spin the line is? All right, so question 10 was, what is the most flexible muscle in the human body?
I feel like this is an unkind question. Like, who's getting us to talk about muscles in the human body? This is cold.
What is the most unused muscle in my body? And there was a question. Who had a question? You guys had a question? I know. Okay, well, you don't have to ask the question. As long as the question is tasteful. So the clue is that both men and women have this muscle.
The oscillating hearts just became this big, so leave the exam early. Yeah, we got this. We're going to go sit outside in the smoke.
All right, bonus question for this. No, I'm just joking. I'm not asking. Okay, so would you guys like me to recap the question at lightning speed?
Yes.
We have to do it for the muggers online. You're quite correct. So we're going to do that. Erica? The JBL is here. We're not doing a song. So for those of you who are wondering, we have the JBL. We haven't scheduled any songs because the last time we played songs, the people from Facebook banned us, if you remember.
Also because Chris Goss is like Donald Trump, and you couldn't see that online.
Even worse is if you recall, I had to sing. So we're going to recap the questions quickly for the people online. Question 1. Who holds the record for the most race wins in Formula 1? Question 2. Which music album has spent the longest consecutive time on the Billboard 200 charts? Question 3. Which of these artists has never won at least one Grammy Award? Is it Bob Marley, Mumford & Sons, the Baha Men, or Stevie Wonder? Question 4. What was Muhammad Ali's birth name? Question 5. Who are Peter Venkman, Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, and Dr. Egon Spengler, better known as? Question 6. Who has won the most medals at a single Olympic Games? Question 7. Who was the first person to be awarded 2 Nobel Prizes? Question 8. 8 artists have sold more than 250 million records in their careers. Please name 2. Question 9. Name the South African batsman who became the first person to hit 6 sixes in 1 over at a one-day international. And there's a bonus point if you can tell us who the opposition are or were. And question 10. Which is the most flexible muscle in the human body? Shall we get to the answers? Okay, for those of you who are here live with us, I would like you to swap your answer papers, your answer sheets with another table, just so we can all mark each other's.
I feel like they shouldn't be marking each other.
That's fine, they'll be more competitive.
Otters, you need to come in and bring your answers to somebody.
The oscillating otters, you may need to swap your answer sheets with a real living live person. Swap with anyone. They'll find you. They'll find you. All right. Let's do this thing. Has everybody got a different answer sheet to mark? Question 1, who has won the most, who holds the record for the most race wins in Formula One? The answer is Lewis Hamilton. He recently, in fact, I think he broke the record this Sunday.
The last race.
92 that he's won so far, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more coming his way soon. Question 2, which music album has spent the longest consecutive time on the Billboard 200 charts?
Wrong side of my house.
So the clue was if Warren had to get up and drop his pants, and the answer is Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
She said that shit.
So, team, what was her team name?
Widow Booze.
Widow Boots and Please Me, which is what she told me when I said drop your pants. So, well done, Warren Robertson, superstar.
I'll see you after the show. I'm so alone.
Where Warren will be showing you that the album name was then Hump. Okay.
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out? Okay, so the answer to question 2 was Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, which spent 927 weeks on the Billboard charts.
927 weeks. I mean, at 52 weeks a year, that's a lot, right?
Did somebody just say that's too long?
Years. Yes, 19 years. 18 and a half years. Do you have any questions?
It's a long album.
Okay. Which of these artists has never won at least one Grammy Award? Like, I'm curious as to which Grammy the Baha Men won. But it's
Dance album, Chris.
the answer was Who Let the Dogs Out?
No, Who Let the Dogs Out won the best dance album in 2001. The answer is Bob Marley.
Yeah, the answer is Bob Marley. Bob Marley never won a Grammy, but Who Let the Goddamn Dogs Out did? So the answer is Bob Marley.
So, just to answer Chris's question, Bob Marley did win a Grammy for Who Let the Dogs Out.
And deservedly so. What a. It speaks to my soul as much as now as it did then.
I feel like some people have referred to them as modern Shakespeare's. Who let the dogs out? Who?
We still don't know. 20 years later, we still have no idea.
I mean, let's just leave it as a beautiful mystery. No woman, no crime. And also there was the song, the one about how does he like his donuts, Warren?
Jamming.
Warren is left. He knows who's dying to say we're jamming. And then when you get hijacked by guys in black shirts, you're like, oh, pirates, fans, say and sometimes you're on the highway and then you go, accident, movement, after anyway, so, question 4, what was Muhammad Ali's birthday? Did anybody not know this? Please put your hand up now so we can judge you harshly. It's Cassius Clay. That means a lot of you didn't know it.
Yeah, that feels like a negative.
Please, can you all, anybody who didn't get this right, if you could just hang your heads in shame for about 3 seconds right now.
Cassius Clay is an Olympic gold medalist in boxing.
Yes.
Muhammad Ali is not.
Yes, but Muhammad Ali won the professional competition, which is far more important. Exactly. All right. Question 5. Who are Dr. Peter Venkman, Dr. Raymond Stantz, and Dr. Egon Spengler, better known as? Oh, so you know that, but you don't know who Cassius Clay was.
I get him check again.
They were the Ghostbusters.
We did not know this.
Of course you didn't.
No.
because we didn't give you 30 clues.
Alistair, did you get that one? You see, I knew. Anybody else who didn't get it? Okay, no judgment, guys.
I'm judging pretty hard.
All right, who has won the most medals at a single Olympic Games? How many of you had Penny Hayes? You would have been wrong. Mark Spitz.
So close.
Did you say Mark Spitz?
So close.
Who was married to a lady called Margaret Swallows? And that was the wrong answer is Michael Phelps.
Well, Mark Spitz won 7. Mark Spitz won 7 famously, but Michael Phelps has won 8 on 2 occasions. In 2004, he won 6 golds and 2 bronze, and in 2008, he won 8 golds. So that's
So he has won a record 28 medals out of 38 events that he entered.
30 events.
30. Did I say 38?
28 medals out of 30 events.
So that's why normally the tabs does more like interesting facts and I just bring there.
Yeah, the next closest is a Soviet gymnast who won 18. But he's a machine. But they banned Caster Semenya.
Penny Hayes did pretty well as well. She won medals in like breaststroke.
I'm just going to tell you, Chris is fully erect whenever he talks about Penny Hayes.
Only you can see that. All right.
I mean, almost no one can see that.
Who was the first person to be awarded 2 Nobel Peace, no, not Peace Prizes, just 2 Nobel Prizes? The answer is Marie Curie. She was awarded a prize in physics and later in chemistry. Can we just ask, so there's a table in front here who said they've changed it. What did you change it to?
Caroline changed it, not us.
Caroline changed it, yes, but what did she change it to?
Linus Pauling.
Linus Pauling.
I mean, Linus Pauling did win 2.
He had,
And in fact, Linus Pauling is the only one to win something in science and peace. So,
Linus Pauling, which is a great answer, he had a blanket that he used to take with him everywhere. And he had a friend with a dog, if I'm not mistaken.
no, no. That's Snoopy, yeah. No.
Okay, so there's a lot of people who are asking for a half a point for Linus Pauling. I just want to say, as the quiz master, does anyone else have Linus Pauling? If I gave you a point for Linus Pauling, I'd be awarding shitness. So I'm not going to do that. So we're going to move on. So the answer was Marie Curie. And then the next question is, 8 artists have sold more than 250 million records in their career. Please name 2. So if you got any of the following 8, Elton John, The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Rihanna, as in the American one, not Rihanna now, Madonna, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson, and Steve Hoffman. Okay, of course not, Pink Floyd.
You're going to start getting back with cooler bars on that list. I mean, I was horrified.
I don't know how Cooler Box did not make that list. It was amazing singers like Chicks Dig Me. It's a travesty. So to repeat those 8, Elton John, The Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Rihanna, Madonna, Elvis, Michael Jackson, and Pink Floyd.
Not Mariah. Very much not Mariah Carey.
Just to get to the next bunch of people. After that, between 200 million and 250 million, Mariah Carey, 200 to 241. The Eagles Queen would be Houston's India, ACDC, and Rolling Stones.
There we go. The Rolling Stones, I think that was one that you guessed when Warren pulled his pants down. Name the South African batsman who became the first person to hit 6 sixes in one over in a one-day international. And for a bonus point, who was the opposition? The answer, who's also the person, as I said to you guys, for the most ducks in one-day internationals for South Africa, is Herschel Gibbs. The first person to hit 6 sixes in a one-day international, it was against the Netherlands.
The guy with the most, his name is Don van Vulcan.
It was in the West Indies, so obviously Herschel's great when he's got a little bit of meat, this is some hard liquor, to quote Eminem.
All right. Dom's here to talk about his penis all night. This is making me.
I like that little joke there. Who did Herschel play against? So for the bonus points, it was the Netherlands. Of course, that was why he got 6 sixes. If he got them against Australia, far impressive. But he was pretty good in that 428 game. Was it 458? 438. There was a 4 and 8. Come on. I didn't even know Prince was dead. Why are you judging me?
We should be in your soul. I bet you could tell me who won between Everton and Liverpool in 1987.
I probably can't. I can tell you who won in 1986. At Wembley, 3-1. Ian Rush scored twice, and Craigson scored the other one.
Even the Newcastle guy knows that about your club, Chris. Of course, you're sad when you lose it.
He just told you that he scored the Everton goal. I told you Ian Rush scored twice.
I don't know what I'm saying. Even the Newcastle guy knows that about your club. Tell us something he doesn't.
Okay, the final one. And I'm dying to see how many people got this one right. You don't need to put your hands up, guys. It's not right this way. The most flexible muscle in the body is your tummy. If you can't spell tongue, it doesn't matter because it's how you use it that really counts. So even if you spelled it incorrectly, if you can use it correctly, you're doing well. All right, so guys, just while you're adding up the scores and handing back your papers, we just want to say a big thank you to everybody. The prizes tonight to mention it. We've got some amazing wine from First Sightings. We've got a voucher for Town Square, which is an online shopping platform from Kids College, which is the best place to send your children if you live in the Randwick area. And we have a wine cooler from Potter by Darlene. And then I just also want to say a massive thank you to the HTA School of the Culinary Arts for hosting us tonight. And of course, another big thank you to Hofbrau for keeping us all happy with some delicious beer. Cheers. It doesn't matter, we'll be happy. Team here for the beer is loving Hofbrau. What is the team over here called? Gryffindor. So, and I'm sure they enjoy
So
the
that means they
Hofbrau.
automatically get a free point. I think that's how that works, right?
No.
Isn't that no? I mean, clearly, because that's how Team Gryffindor is always treated at the end of the year.
I wish I could enjoy this conversation, but I only watched one Harry Potter movie. So I don't know what that one about.
And that one was called Harry Squatter.
Have you never watched the Harry Potter movie? It's okay. They're not that good. He wins in the end. I've never seen them myself, but I know Harry Windsor.
Again. Harry Potter.
All right, so moving along, for those of you who are watching via streaming, just apologize if every now and then we say
What's that?
something.
The Chamber of Secrets.
There are other people here live, so you might not get everything. Are we all ready for section 2? Okay, so right now section 2 has comprised mainly of alternative porn titles for Harry Potter movies. We've got Harry Squatter and what was it?
Well, the Chamber of Secrets can remain the same, but
And then the Philosopher's Bone.
the Philosopher's Bone is a big.
All right. Have we done?
Oh, damn, I'm so bad at this.
Shut up, Azkaban. Nicely done. Okay, I think we're going to move on with actual questions now. There's no points for Harry Potter porn movies. Section 2, question 1. The movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was based on the book by the very same name by which author? So the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was based on the book by the very same name by which author?
You watch that movie, it's hilarious, it's brilliant, and then you read the book and it's even better. Like it's an amazing
Great
book.
book.
Yeah.
Great book.
I don't understand why you would watch a movie and then read the book.
So you read the book.
Like who does that? But no, read the book and then watch the movie so it can ruin the book for you, and then all the characters you picture in your head can be like changed. But why would you, like, you're like, oh, I've taken the lazy route, now let me, like, take a few hours out of my life to read the book.
Because I love this so much that now I want more of it.
So 50 Shades.
Have you ever read Debbie Does Dallas?
I've not watched, read the book of Debbie Does Dallas, to answer a question here. I have watched, this is a true story, I have watched Debbie Does Dallas, the musical.
Have you watched Harry? Have you watched Harry Squatter and the Philosopher's Bone?
No. Although if I did really enjoy Harry Squatter and the Philosopher's Bone, I doubt I'd read the book afterwards.
Because you'd only watch the movie for 3 minutes at a time. It would take you like 10 years to get through the movie.
Have you seen Harry's Wand? It's amazing. Anyway, so we've gone through that. Okay, guys, now you're going to need to write down the following thing because I nearly said the answer instead of the question. This question is an anagram. So, Tabs, you can put the anagram on the screen for those of them streaming. Write down the word money bag.
Yeah, but you need to tell them what kind of anagram it is.
It's a spooky anagram because it's Halloween coming up. I know. So a spooky anagram, and the word I want you to write down is money. M for mother, O for oh my goodness, N for Nelly, E for e-wallet, B for
Y.
big one.
You skipped out Y.
Oh, I did skip out Y. Y for yes, I skipped Y. B for big one, A for anagram, and G for good.
Good job, Chris.
Good job, Chris.
Good job, Chris.
So
And the clue is keep an eye out for this monstrous figure. There you are, Chris.
that is indeed the clue. And now, while you guys figure out the anagram, Warren is going to tell you all about something while I go to the toilet.
I looked at the anagram, but it doesn't shuffle up to be tax man. I don't know what's going on here, Chris. Anything I'm scared of this year. No? Okay, Chris isn't coming back. I think he's going to take a shot. Oh, he's taking a shot. Right over there.
But normally he only leaves at the end of the quiz. He doesn't normally, it's the bear. I'm telling you, it's the bear. It doesn't normally be the bear. You know,
Oh no, we've got a message here from Vinny saying, meet me outside, Chris. That's where he's gone. That's what's going on.
Okay, well, while he's gone, why don't we do the next question?
I'm quite happy to move on to the next question. Has everybody worked out the anagram? Easy, yeah. I mean, it's just a mere, 8 letters. All right, question 13. Which film sees a troubled teen wake one night to be led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank?
Now, this is weird.
Which film sees a troubled teen one night to be led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank? I'll give you a clue. This film is the reason we still have Drew Barrymore in like movies, because she executive produced and took a tiny role in the film.
I don't remember being in the movie.
Yeah, she's one of the. Oh, I mean, if I told you.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that at the end. Sorry, are you still on the philosopher's bone? Like you just like, sorry, I got an erection 30 minutes ago and I haven't been able to think clearly since.
Okay, so Lauren is at home playing and she wants the anagram again. It's
Alright, so the
money
anagram
bag.
again is money bag.
It is in the
Like-
comment section.
Like money bag, like how Chris makes money is of his bag. And it's a
Selling my
spooky
philosopher.
It's a spooky anagram, and the clue is keep an eye out for this monstrous figure. So it's some kind of Halloween thing. I don't know. I think good for you guys if you worked it out.
Okay, so
We've done 13, Chris. We're up to 14.
I just wish I had time to wash my hands.
I'm glad you didn't, Chris. You know that's what I like.
Question 14.
Can you say question 3 again?
Can we state question? He said 14, didn't he? Amateur, he hasn't even managed to cancel the one. So, question 3. Which film sees a troubled teen wake up one night to be led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank?
Honestly, if you don't
Is
have
this
that-
why you were talking about Julian's erection?
Yes, that's right. That is what Julian likes.
The room went very quiet there.
That's not a funny show.
That's not a funny chat, no. No. Well, not at first.
If you don't have that already, you're not going to get it. Like, it's not like, you're gonna, this fucking movie.
All right, so this particular movie, so which film sees a troubled teen wake up one night to be led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank? I think we've all been there, quite frankly.
It's called Dave.
Yours is still Dave.
My dad's name is Dave. This is so weird.
All right, question 4. On the periodic table of elements, what is the symbol for gold? Now, for those of you who are wondering, gold is what Mark Phelps won. Michael Phelps, not Mark Spence.
As a clue, that's number 79 on the periodic table.
It is number 79.
It's number
For those of you, if everybody wants a quick clue, it is number 70. Warren, you want to?
Yeah, it's number 79 on the periodic table. So if you didn't know,
What's the point of the first?
He just gave it to you, 79. What is number 69 of the?
it's Dongwood.
The philosopher's bone with Dongwood.
Did you know that the periodic table that we learned in school is different now? They've added extra things.
No, the periodic table you learned in school. And what is it you learned? 45?
So I must just say, firstly, it is a table that changes from time to time, or periodically, if you will.
Switch up your mind.
Also, I just also want to say that it's nothing to do with Tab's age that the periodic table changed, but she did go to Mondale High. So,
I thought the periodic table was something that Tabs had on the inside of the cupboard door.
Can I just say
Exactly my thing.
that the stupid people from our school went to Donald Tech. Where did you go?
question 15.
I feel like people missed my periodic table
Yeah,
joke,
we don't
and I
care.
feel like I need to do it again.
No,
No, it's too late.
I feel like your periodic table joke is as dated as the periodic table that Tabs learned.
It's another question. I mean, it's a periodic table in 436.
I just want to say that the HTA School of Culinary Cuisine is absolutely fantastic. Although my glass is very empty.
Oh my God.
Judging by the
Is that the dog?
rowdiness in the room, I'm saying these hot
So
dogs are
if I had to get an Oktoberfest half brown, that would be amazing. Okay, question 15. I think. Sorry. No, you go. Are we all ready for question 5? Question 5. Name 3. Actually, Julian might be one of the people as a IT specialist, a programmer. I know he's going to know this. Name 3 of the Paw Patrol pups. So basically what we just did now is say everybody with a child who's in between the ages of 3 and 8, expose yourself.
Here's the creepy thing. Oscillating otters, Robert and Sam, have no children. But the second you said that, they're just like, yep. What is going on in their home? Like, what is happening in that house?
Can you just check oscillating otters? Is there a reason that you know who the Paw Patrol pups are?
Okay.
They say they have a niece and nephew.
Well, they don't watch it at all.
This is indeed a judgment-free zone. You do not get a bonus point.
If they're prepared to sing it.
Okay, would you come up and sing it here?
Yeah, if they're prepared to get up and sing it, I'll give you a
Camera
point.
here. I'll do it on camera.
No, I think you can come up.
So,
You can have a bonus point again. You're right here in front of the camera.
Do I get a bonus? Pork chop, pork chop.
well, not your case, you get no bonus points.
We can make it out.
Okay, I'll tell you what I will give you. I'll give you a bonus point. How about this? Only for the live audience. If you can name the breed of dogs that they are, Totes give you a bonus point. Not one for each, just one bonus point.
So you mean name 3 pups and their breed?
Yes.
Okay. And if you name their breed, you get bonus points. That's entirely unreasonable.
Right, so there we go. In fact, should we extend that courtesy to the people at home as well?
Yes, let's do that.
So if you can name the breed of the pup, 3 pups, and if you can name all of their breeds correctly,
No. The 3 pups that you named. Yeah, the 3 pups that you named.
no, if you name all 3 that you said their breeds correctly, you get an additional point.
So you have to know the name and breed of the ones you said. That's it.
Then you get an extra point. And there's one in particular. Okay, there's one, I won't give her name away, but it's the pink one. If you can name her breed, I'll give you 2 points.
The flying one.
The flying one.
She's not actually.
She's not a bruck.
She isn't actually. She's a
And if, as somebody who has daughters, they would both be very upset with you for saying that.
Also, Chris's mom is not a real breed.
Yes.
No, I know.
Can we move on, please? We've been on this for
Okay, so Chris is questioning my knowledge of Paw Patrol. I know this. and if any of you argue, you're all wrong.
And my
So for those of you who are concerned right now, note the Mondial High School person knows all about the Paw Patrol, but fuck all about the periodic table. So that's good education for you. Okay, question 6 is practically a giveaway, I feel, for any of you who have knowledge of any pop culture. Who was the original Beatles drummer? The original Beatles drummer.
I still think he was the best one.
There was a quote that was attributed to the other Beatles drummer that apparently didn't go, that wasn't his quote, where they said, do you think you're the best drummer in the world? And he said, I'm not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously not the best drummer.
That was it.
But I think John Lennon said that, if I'm not mistaken. Who? Michael Phelps. Who?
Mike Spitz.
Mike Spitz. Mark Spitz. Margaret Swallow.
Ringo said it.
Did he say?
Ringo said it. He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
Well, that's the best voice of Thomas the Tank Engine.
So for those of you, we don't want to give away any potential answers here, but yes, as a big fan of Thomas the Tank Engine, which if anybody wants to fight me, I feel is far better than Paw Patrol.
Yes.
Yes.
There's no fact
Chris
control.
will fight you though, physically.
I will literally. James the Engine was my hero for years. Okay, so the question 6 was, who was the original Beatles drummer? Question 7. What is the only country in the world that has Latin on its ATM machines?
Sorry, Chris, read this correctly. The way the question was written is, what is the only country in the world with Latin on? It is ATM machines.
That is because it was being dictated by me and typed really rapidly by somebody else.
Stab you in the face with it.
They did go to school in the south of Joburg, but the thing is,
She's throwing a tantrum.
in typing lessons at said school, they didn't go to that class of how to deal with a PDAX.
Chris. It's words. It is ATM.
But that's autocorrect.
Autocorrect. Autocorrect doesn't correct me.
Maybe not on your practice.
Not for those of us who are.
Question 7. What is the only country with Latin on its ATM machines? I'll give you the lengthened version. What is the only country with Latin on its automatic teller machines?
It's something that I always select that. I would be that guy that selects Latin just because. And then
Agoraphobe. How do you say insufficient funds in Latin?
Do you win money if you put the barcode?
That's what I always say.
Not me. Well, I used to win money, but not anymore. Okay, so that was question 7. Question 8. You want to read this one as a student?
The Palatine glands are more commonly known as what?
I was hoping you'd misread it.
Of course you do.
Is that because you don't know?
Palatine glands are more commonly known as what? The
Palatine glands are more commonly known as what?
Palatine glands are more commonly known as what? And that's
So you know how things are packed on a pallet? The palatine glands are more commonly known as what?
sometimes Chris just gives the answer away because he's drunk.
Sorry, I'm trying desperately to teach Warren my technique, but it's not going very well.
Let's change the next question.
Oh, you mean the
It doesn't matter. This is just for you guys. Let's change the question.
Yes. Get the business meetings.
It wasn't for you, that's why you missed it.
Can I go live?
Okay. Question 9. The blue whale.
Yay! Love the blue whale.
See, I added a bit of suspense there. The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet, but how big is its heart? I'll give you a clue. It gives a lot to charity.
Did it grow twice in size? This was.
Is it comparable to a domestic washing machine, B, a small car, C, a delivery truck, or D, a domestic football?
Hey Chris, have you ever blue whale?
It's so
I have never blue whale, but I have a blue waffle. Okay, so let me repeat the question. The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet, but how big is its heart? Is it comparable to A, a domestic washing machine, B, a small car, C, a delivery truck, or D, a domestic football? I don't know why the football is domestic. What makes a football domestic?
The fact that it won't eat your face on the side.
I thought a domestic football was when Liverpool played Man United, and you and your wife support opposite teams. Erica, who do you support?
I used to support Man City.
All right, so moving on. Now the thing is, you can never, like for those of you, Erica said she used to support Man City because of Joe Hart. Maybe she thought it was an Afrikaans name and she was following an organ in her body. Just like follow your heart. I support you because of your heart. But I mean, at least Newcastle's got some sort of football history. Peter Beardsley, Paul Gascoigne, Kevin Keegan,
Terry McDermott.
Terry McDermott. No, good man. Terry McDermott, Peter Beardsley, great players. And there's another one, I believe.
Andy Carroll.
Jackie Barmer.
Oh, you guys.
Not really, though. Okay, question 10. Which of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Is it A, Bob Marley? No, it's not. Okay, which of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Is it Nicolas Cage, Eminem? Which of these celebs? He is a celeb. Jake Gyllenhaal, you have the knowledge to get, or Phil Collins. So, which of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Nicolas Cage, Eminem, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Phil Collins? Did somebody honestly ask if Eminem is an actor? As if they had never seen 8 Mile, possibly the greatest movie ever made in the history of our generation.
I mean, quite frankly, I think people are disgusting. The lack of knowledge here is. I think people are just drinking it away.
Let me hold this thing. Guys, did you get the answer to that? Were your knees weak? Palms are sweaty? Vomit on your sweater already long spaghetti? Can't remember what you wrote down. A question for those of you who didn't catch it. Which one of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Okay, Nicolas Cage, Eminem, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Phil Collins? We're going to recap the questions of section 2 at lightning speed. Question 1. The movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was based on the book by the same name by which author? Question 2 was the anagram. It was a spooky anagram for money bag. Keep an eye out for the monstrous figure. Question 3. Which film sees a troubled teen wake up one night to be led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank? Question 4. On the periodic table of elements, what is the symbol for gold? Big clue, it's number 79. Question 5. Name 3 of the Paw Patrol pups. Bonus mark if you can tell me their breeds.
That's 4 points for giving away from Paw Patrol.
6.
Question 6. No, just one bonus mark. Question 6. Who was the original Beatles drummer? Question 7. What is the only country with Latin on its ATM machines?
It is 18.
Okay, once again, question 7. What is the only country with Latin on it is automatic teller machines? Question 8. The palatine glands are more commonly known as what? Question 9. The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet, but how big is its heart? Is it comparable to A, a domestic washing machine, B, a small car, or D, a domestic football? Question 10. Which of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Is it Nicolas Cage, Eminem, Jake Gyllenhaal, or Phil Collins? So that section is out of a potential 13. Please swap your papers with another table so we can mark each other.
And then mark you mercilessly when you get things right.
There we go.
You can see the teams that are getting confidence earlier, because I'm going to do this like an ESPN announcer. We've got some teams that are leaving the arena halfway through the round.
They're leading the arena. These are the teams that are super confident, or the teams that have weak ladders.
Well, I think we're certainly getting a hint into their mental game. They're not here for the long haul, they're here for the smoking and the drinking.
Well, if you are here, smoking and the drinking, cheers.
Do they know that we're giving away amazing prizes from people such as Kids College?
Kids College is giving away that voucher for Town Square.
That's right. That's right. These people need to show more dedication, I feel, Chris. More dedication. That's what
What's really important is we're all doing half-marathon.
so much. So much.
There's also a wine cooler from Pottery by Darlene and some wine from First Sightings.
So first time I take wine, I can tell you 3 things about
Okay, are we all ready?
Just a question about the Kids College Prize. That's surely not going to the winner. That should be helping people who came last, right?
The Kids College Prize is not for Kids College, it's a voucher for Town Square. Okay, are we all ready to mark? Is there anyone who is unable to mark a paper?
Can people outside hear us? Good.
Okay, let's go through the answers. Are we all ready? Question 1. The movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas was based on the book of the same name by which author?
I said Arthur Putin.
For those of you who didn't hear, it was Hunter S. Thompson. Let's head on to question 2. So the anagram for money bag, Warren Robertson, who was the monstrous figure? I'm trying to add some sort of...
The spooky anagram.
What is the answer?
Oh, it's the boogeyman. It's not Chris in his underpants, so if you put Chris in his underpants, that's wrong.
But if you didn't get the boogeyman,
And that's not Michael Jackson. The boogeyman is not Michael Jackson. It's
all right, question 3. Which film sees a troubled teen wake up one night led outside by a figure in a rabbit costume who says his name is Frank? Johnny Darko. What? You got it wrong, but what did you say, please? Alice in Wonderland.
not a bad guess.
That is a fair answer. I've also never seen Donnie Darko, so it confused me as well. Donnie Darko is amazing. I feel Alice in Wonderland involves a lot of drugs, if we're honest. Like,
So does Donnie Darko.
I know, but like, but Alice in Wonderland is, let's be honest, she falls down a rabbit hole, and then there's a lot of weird things that go on.
It all depends on which film it's on.
But to be fair, I don't think the white rabbit was called Frank.
Oh, and to follow up to what I said earlier, Drew Barrymore, executive producer, hates the whole thing, and then plays part of a teacher at Donnie Darko School, just like a tiny little.
Ah, here we go. On the periodic table of elements, what is the symbol for gold? AU. Did you put Alice in Wonderland? AD. AG. That is still there, if I'm not mistaken. So you came second in that one.
So we get half a point there.
I don't know. But that doesn't make a good joke.
All right, question 5. Name 3 of the Paw Patrol pups. I'm going to name all of them now. Marshall, Rubble, Chase, Sky, Rocky, Zuma, Everest, Tracker.
And now's the interesting bit where he tells us all their breeds. No, come on, guys. Bring it on.
Marshall is a pit bull.
No! Marshall is a double.
Oh, Rubble's the pit bull.
Marshall's a German shepherd.
No! Chase says
So Marshall's Dalmatian because Dalmatian is a fire dog. And then Rubble is an English bulldog. And Chase is the German shepherd because he chases. Then Rocky is actually a mongrel. He's like a half. Yeah.
What is Sky?
Zuma is a chocolate Labrador. We know those. And then Sky's a cockapoo. I always thought she was a Labrador, but no, she's actually a cockapoo.
So is Chris.
Everest is a Siberian Husky. Tracker is a Chihuahua. Have you got anybody else?
You take Alsatian for German Shepherd.
Yeah.
Yes.
And who got all their breeds correct?
Take your 3 seconds to hang your head check. Do that.
Funny what? No, that's not a breed. When you go and buy a dog, you go, I want that one. That's the fireman's outfit.
So you go to SPCA and you're like, can I have a fireman one?
I want the one that flies.
Yeah, one woman's on your airplane.
I still want to see you sing the song.
We can't even bribe her with like the frap beer.
Alright, so 16-6, Chris.
So that no, one bonus points if you got all 3 breeds.
All of your breeds right.
Correct. So just to specify, so 1 point for each correct pup, and if you got all 3 of their breeds correct, do you want us to recap the breeds?
So it's a maximum of 4 points.
So maximum of 4 for that question.
Can I talk about the Beatles drummer, please?
Let's talk about the Beatles drummer. Who was the original Beatles drummer? Did somebody say Steve Best? It was, of course, yes, it was definitely Pete Best. Either or. If you said Peter Best, we will give you a mark.
But spend 3 seconds hanging your head and shaming him.
No, it's fine. Do you guys know why Pete Best was their drummer? Does anybody want to venture?
It was a school with John.
It was at school with John, but there's another reason.
He was a good drummer.
No, it's because his mom owned the club where they used to play. So just a little bit of shitty Beatles trivia there.
The only other recognised Beatle.
Stuart Sutcliffe. Stuart Sutcliffe was not a drummer, though he played the bass.
He couldn't play the bass, but
Well, he was terrible at the bass, but none of them really knew how to play the instruments at first.
George Harrison.
Stuart Sutcliffe died after he left the Beatles. He was an artist as well, but they even made a movie about it called Backbeat. Cracking movie. Are you bored now with my Beatles trivia? Okay, what is the only country with Latin on it is automatic teller machine machines? The Vatican City, indeed.
Just do you remember when we went to that Beatles?
So I'm just going to put it out there. We once went to a Beatles tribute band at Empress Palace Casino, and possibly the worst show I've ever been to. And if you've ever wanted to know how much influencers get paid to do something, everything on social media went, this is amazing. But when me and Warren were there for the second half, we were the only people who were still in this band.
Chris made me go back for the second half. These people have given us free tickets. Let's go back. Like, we have to respect them.
And we're like, where are all these other people, the influencers? And then we went on our phones and we're like, loving the Beatles show. The show's brilliant. We're like, but you're not even here anymore.
And then we got to sleep with them all, though, so that was nice.
The influencers, not the performers. The palatine glands are more commonly known as what? The what? The salivary gland, or the saliva glands, is the wrong answer. That's tonsils. Sorry, the veterinary nurse has a question.
If you got that wrong, you are in fact a palatine gland.
The person who studied anatomy has a question.
I have a question. What was the question?
The palatine are more commonly known as.
We don't all know the answer.
So, would you say it's the tonsils? Tonsils.
It is indeed.
Tonsil gland.
I have a question. Do animals have tonsils?
Yes.
All right.
In the south of Joburg, if you call someone a palatine gland, they will fuck you up.
If you really want to insult them, you call them a palatine gland box, or not tonsil doers. Okay. The blue whale is the largest animal on the planet, but how big is its heart? Is it comparable to A, a domestic washing machine, B, a small car, C, a delivery truck, or D, a domestic football? Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I made D up on the spot, and that was why it sounded so tough. Because the correct answer is B, a small car.
Oh, shit.
Is it?
It is.
I wouldn't count as small as washing machine.
Like a polo, or Kia, depending on the way. The ones from the east, they're more sort of Kia, Daewoo, whatever, and then if you go further west, it's more kind of a polo, and then even further west, it's like a small Ford. The GTI are the ones by Cape Town. Those are the... Oh, you guys not doing great here. But you started so well with Hunter S. Thompson. You all like shouting the answer.
I feel like this is taught us a lesson about the internet. As soon as somebody says this is shit, it means they don't know the answers.
That or they cheated on their wives. All right. I'll do that. I need that. Okay, question 10. Which of these celebs has never won an Oscar? Is it A, Nicolas Cage, B, Eminem, C, Jake Gyllenhaal, or D, Phil Collins? How many of you got Eminem? Curse your filthy mouths. It is Jake Gyllenhaal.
That's right, Phil Collins has an Oscar for Tarzan.
Yeah, it is. It's the Tarzan.
Phil Collins is an Oscar for Tarzan, yeah, was an Oscar for 8 Mile an Hour.
Nicholas Cage has got an Oscar for movie Las Vegas.
Can someone please hold on?
What did who get this with Oscar for what?
For Tarzan, for the soundtrack for Tarzan.
Can someone please hold on?
So, for those of you who are wondering, Nicholas Cage got an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas, Eminem for 8 Mile, Phil Collins for Oscars, and Jake Gyllenhaal for nothing. For those of you who are not live, please return the answer sheets to their owners. And we're going to get to section 3 shortly. I think it's great that people who didn't believe in Eminem are currently.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are pissed off. I was just telling them online. They're on the verge of intellectual protest.
But Erica, we're missing you chirping us. Yes, but it's not as funny as when you were on the.
These people are very amused by the outrage.
Who used to, sorry for the people streaming that we're going to talk to actually do that. Who was the one typing the comments? Was it?
My comment, my joke's going to type someone who supports Man City will go
I feel like I should say this on the microphone, but you can change your life partner, but you cannot change your football team.
For those of you who missed that, Erica went from supporting Man City to supporting Newcastle, but it's very important that everybody knows you can change your life partner, but you cannot change your football team.
Listen, if you have a car and you grew up in rap and then you meet this one.
Okay, assuming I'm Afrikaans and I meet him, yes?
So never my life will be straight interesting.
No, I'm trying to explain to.
And then
Chris, we have 800 people watching us.
I know, but Eric is trying to explain that if you're Afrikaans and you meet a Geordie.
listen, we all rapping.
With that convention, never believe anything we bloody want.
If I had to meet an amazing Geordie who supported Newcastle, and I was Afrikaans in Forrest,
He was man.
I would be.
I'm starting to see a lot of low standards there.
Eric is referring to her person as man meat in Fordsburg. Luckily, she managed to rescue him from the men. No, so there's no
idea what's going on here.
No, we're keeping it all very secretive. I'm the only one who actually knows because I'm also, I have the online teams and the live teams.
We say we're keeping it secretive, but what that means is we don't know what's
Also,
going on.
can I just make note that we only have 25 minutes left. So
All right, so let's crack on. Question 1, section 3. Are we all ready?
Yes.
The first question for section 3 is a 90s music question. So the 90s when Erica was in her early 40s.
In the body park.
90s
In
music.
the Bunny Park, which means she grew up on the East Bank.
I knew I knew you from somewhere.
The two words are shoe inspector.
And it's a 90s
It
music.
is a
background.
90s music question.
So it's a band or a musician from the 90s. Shoe inspector is that.
What we were talking about this earlier. What are the songs of the 90s that brings up your? Like I was saying Nirvana, anything by Nirvana.
I understand the other day to discover that like Pearl Jam is on middle-aged adverts, you know, that's yeah, like that stuff breaks my heart.
I just want to ask a quick question. Does anybody here know, or streaming, does anybody here know what Pearl Jam is a euphemism for?
Oh, yes.
I feel like everyone by now knows.
Is this something you wear around your neck?
Yeah.
It is something you wear around your neck if you get it right. Okay, so you know that one. Do you know what Limp Bizkit is?
I think they gave it away with chocolate.
Is that someone who can't?
Chocolate flavor.
Limp Bizkit, no. So I'll share a little bit of knowledge with you right now. No, it's not stars.
No, I think they gave it away with the chocolate starfish and hot dog flavors.
In South Africa, we have a game called Soggy Mari. In America, that game is called Limp Bizkit. True story.
What's the question?
Oh, the question, sorry, is an anagram question. Please, it's a 90s music anagram, and the words are shoe inspector.
Not so Mori.
What's your genre of music?
It is a band.
It's a band or artist. Yeah. It's a band or artist.
Beg your pardon?
Genre of music?
From the 90s, that's all you know.
It's fairly upbeat music.
Really?
So limited.
Yeah.
I mean,
No. It's not too unlimited.
Salt and pepper.
If you ever have a moment, because Eric is now shouting Salt and Pepper, which was a band, there's currently a single out in South African music called Salt and Pepper.
Oh, never watched that. Never watched that.
And I feel that is something that every South African should watch.
No,
It's up there with, like,
don't waste your time. Go straight for soon male boogie. Go straight for
I think it's up there with Chaff Giraffe.
It is. It's a tune baboon. By Fricky.
I'm glad you enjoy. I'm glad Erica is really a big fan of Salt and Pepper, but that worries me because I'm giving you a Cooler Bar CD and that's going to scar you for life.
Do yourself a favor. Watch Tune Baboon by Fricky.
Okay, question 2. What is the largest living thing on Earth?
Yeah, that's question 3, Chris.
Is that question? Oh, sorry. No, scrap that. Forget that. That's question 3. Question 2. What is the collective noun for a group of unicorns?
With every beer, Chris becomes more professional.
What is the collective noun for a group of unicorns? Now, a little interesting fact, unicorn is also the national animal of Scotland. Did you know that? And do you know why that is? Because Scottish people are delusional.
They do a lot of heroin. I saw a movie in the 90s.
I saw that as well. But what is the collective noun for a group of unicorns? I like that you're looking for the answer or some sort of tick that I'll go.
But ironically, it's the same term used for a group of shepherd shoes. It's exactly the same. That's a great clue.
All the name of the guy who was the stage manager at the Joburg Civic Theatre.
Yes.
Sorry, there was a big clue here. Do we know what? There we go. Unicorns, fart, rainbows. So that should be a hint.
Honestly, if he hadn't given us so much beer, we wouldn't allow that. That's ridiculous. That's not right.
So there we go. What is the collective noun for a group of unicorns? And a massive clue. It is the same name as the guy who used to be the stage manager at the Joburg Civic Theatre.
Someone would know that.
You would know that.
I don't know that.
And then for all of my people who are not seriously tempted to bitches. What? Nobody knows that.
And for the artist, I just want to say well done. Alexandra, you both what Phil Jan and the Biscuit were. So hopefully she's not on your team, she's playing by herself, but she's amazing. I can't tell the word you're saying.
That's not true. That's what he claimed in early interviews, but it's not even true.
Okay, so question 3. Question 3. What is the largest living thing on Earth?
Yeah, currently or ever?
Currently.
for the streaming people, you guys get this answer for free, but it's fine. Yes, a little bonus for you guys. For these live people who are going to win the actual prizes.
What is the largest, as in the biggest living thing on Earth? This is,
An animal or a plant?
you call it by weight or by length, whatever you fancy. Can I just ask? I just want to ask you a quick question, ladies. What is more important, weight or length? Does that answer your question, sir? No, his question was weight or length. Is it by weight or by length? It is either or.
It may be, guys, it may be neither.
Guys, let's, okay, to answer your question, I will repeat my question. What is the largest living thing on Earth? This includes going back to the prehistoric ages. Erica is getting a little bit East Rand hand front. She's giving me that one. She's giving me choo choo baboon. Jump, jump, jump. All right. Okay, guys, I think we've given you enough time on that, and we have to crack on. Which country has the most pyramids? What country has the most pyramids? By this we refer to actual structures, not schemes that involve money being put in. So which country has the most pyramids?
Does this include like holistic stores that sell crystal pyramids?
The actual like pyramids
On the country.
the things left here by aliens.
Right.
Where people, not a lot of people live in there. Like, it's not like real estate, but quite a lot of people died there. In fact, if you've seen Warren in his last 14 games, most of their pyramids because he died at
All of them were last year. I haven't had any this year. I can't work out why. Come on.
Did you get this one? Which country has the most pyramids? We have 15 minutes left. Okay, let's crack on. The next is a sports anagram, and the words are Admiral Red. Admiral Red, it's a sports anagram. Admiral Red. Now, for those of you who are wondering about Reds, you're obviously big Liverpool fans. You're a little bit concerned about the centre-back situation. Yes, we do have a lot of injuries, but on the plus side, at least Dijon Lovren's not still with us, so he won't be playing. Purely for you guys. Nobody else watches football at all. I don't know, it's just a sporting anagram that says Admiral Red. Like I was talking about Liverpool and you guys interrupted me. I don't come to your church.
Some sort of sports team or person. Yeah, Admiral Red reshuffles to some sort of sports team or person.
I'm putting it in the comment section for those online.
So online it is Admiral Red.
Admiral is ADMIRALRE.
Yes. If you're online, it's just below Alexander Hutchinson's comment, which says "Jizz on a Mari facility." Thank you.
Also letting others always bring me important stuff.
Facts are important. You don't know anything about sports.
think Chris might be Googling under the two.
Anybody say 85 is as right as it was. That is not a question.
Get out.
Get out of here.
All right, has everybody done the anagram?
Yes. None.
Has anybody not done the anagram?
For question
You
one.
guys are from the slow school. Did you grow up in Bologna or something? No, we're not. It's not your quiz. I'm the quiz master, the master of the quiz. All right, so then,
All right, now we'll fight about it. Let's just get it done.
which of these celebrities, this is question 6, which of these celebrities is not born in Canada? Kiefer Sutherland, Ryan Reynolds, Michael J. Fox, or Seth Rogen? Which of these celebrities is not born in Canada? Is it Kiefer Sutherland, Ryan Reynolds, Michael J. Fox, or Seth Rogen?
So just for a little bit of clarification, they are all considered Canadian actors. One of them was not actually born in Canada.
So just for a little consideration, I'm trying to do an impression because I don't sound anything like you. So they're all considered Canadian, but one of them is not born in Canada. Was it Kiefer Sutherland, Ryan Reynolds, Michael J. Fox, or Seth Rogen?
You just said A.
A, that's actually how they named the country. They were like, we don't know what to call this country, so we're going to draw letters out of bag. Then we'll name it after that. C, A, N, A, D. We can't say that. That's the one word that you can't say. No.
Oh my God, stop being that guy.
It's important.
Um,
We'll deal with it if it happens.
okay, no, that's fine, I will change it.
No, we won't.
You'll be
Warren's being annoying.
I will read it. Oh, I just want the answers to be right.
Okay, question 7. This is one you get to read.
I'm actually
Yeah,
not.
all right, so this one. So the Duckworth-Lewis method is famous because South Africa lost a semi-final at Cricket World Cup, 22 runs of 1 ball. Yeah, the Englishman is immediately getting angry because he knows that South Africa was cheating on this. So Duckworth-Lewis method became famous then. In 2014, the
Sorry, I
algorithm
just want to correct the PDAX because that was not the Duckworth-Lewis method, that was before that.
It was before that. It was before that.
They changed it.
It was. You lost 6 runs every, or you lost the over. So they had the same amount of runs with less overs to go.
Nonetheless, the point is now, what is that same system known as? What is that system that calculates how many runs you need to get or how many balls in a range of
So in other words, the method of calculating the score required to win in a rain-affected game, we rehearsed that, of cricket was renamed as what in 2014?
What's the latest version of it? What is the latest version of it?
Because there was another World Cup where the South African team said you only need to get 1 run to go through.
When he dropped the bat. That one.
No, because against Sri Lanka, where half actually didn't run.
And then one of the South African cricketers, I think it was Farley de Villiers, famously said all the other teams were playing to Duckworth-Lewis, the South Africa was playing to Fuckworth and Clueless. And he literally said that. I was there. So what is the current method of calculating the score required to win in a rain-affected game of cricket called? It was renamed in 2014. What is that method called?
Yeah, the 1992 Duckworth-Lewis.
You were right.
Red song. So, what does CNC stand for? Sports.
You don't think I'm right?
I
I'm the quizmaster. I'm always
I
right.
think he is right.
There is a request that we ask questions from now on, such as, what shoes have red soles?
I think we're surprising people because we've asked almost no sports data leading up to this.
No, that's too easy. It takes no meaning.
Okay. That was the question I suggested. Yes, I did. And you judged me.
Which shoes have
So
red
question 8, which shoes? Okay, question 8. In Friends, what role did Joey play as an actor in the series Days of Our Lives? What was the name of his character? Remember that if you say it loud, then everybody will hear you. So what was the name of Joey's character in Days of Our Lives in the series Friends?
And this is our question where if you get it right, you get to spend 3 seconds hanging your head.
But this is very important that you get the question spot on.
What was the false name that used to come on Chandler's?
Jananda Bomb. Let's go back.
Miss
Jananda.
Okay, so everybody seems to get the Friends one really quickly. Quick question, how many of you are proudly South African? Yes? All right, what is our president's full name?
Like Nelson.
So like Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, Jacob Kepesiga Zuma.
The current president.
What is our current, well, I think it goes without saying, but what is our president's full name?
I love the confidence with which you pronounce Zuma's middle name. Like, which you would not do if people of any African descent were watching this.
No, of course I would get it. Jacob Zuma's middle name, by the way, for those of you who are wondering, is a name which means trouble causer. No, no, box is something different. Do we have a hello? Everybody give her a big round of applause. All right, so what
Robin's
is
here for any crowd these days.
I thought it was wrong, but I wasn't sure though. But anyway, this is Robert. She's one of South Africa's future big talent comedians. And what is our president's full name?
Mr. Zuma.
Your mom.
No, it is not your mom. That'll be a big challenge. Okay,
This is a good question. I like this question.
this is current one. Okay, now, because for our final question of the evening, why are you saying that you don't even know the question? No. Our final question of the evening.
How many quizzes have you had?
No, because we are here at the HTA School of the Culinary Arts, the question is, I don't know how many points we're going to get for it. I would like you to name the 5.
No, do 2 out of 5. Do 2.
No, we're going to do 5.
Yeah, all 5.
Name, and we've already given you the number, the mother sources.
Oh, the mother sources.
The mother sources. For food, we hear it at the school, the best chef school in the country.
Confusion happening.
The French sources.
The sources from which everything else is based. From everything.
And we'll stop looking for clues. The 5 mother sources. No, worldwide. Nando's is not one of them.
Okay, so
1,000 islands. Chris, 1,000 islands.
So when it comes to the mother sources, they're French. They're actually the French mother sources. So think French. So they are, it's French cuisine, the mother sources.
Basically,
Go and watch that Standing on the Dragon.
Can I ask? I didn't ask a question.
Wait, we have a question.
No, you're not allowed to answer any of the students. No.
Okay, the students can lip sync them as long as they have their masks
We
on.
literally watched them lip sync it to me, and the guy goes, I have the mask.
Not your mother's sauce. In home cuisine, what is known as the, I'm looking at you, the young waitress over there, because I guarantee you, this is a question she gets in every single exam. What are, in culinary French cuisine, what are the mother sauces?
Can we give them one as a clue?
No.
One to lead them into the others. Because once you've heard one,
Alright, so if you guys want to put your hands up by way of a vote, who would like to know one of the mother sauces?
because if you know one, it'll lead you into the others.
Nando's is not one. So I will give you one. Hollandaise.
Right now you should be able to get the others.
So now I guess it's only out of 4.
We wish you guys
Robin Dunlop, there's a live video happening. You can pop it in the middle. We've got Robin Dunlop, one of South Africa's favorite comedians over here.
She dyed her hair to match her lipstick.
What I did, I took Mac's advice and I went, I want to look like Peppa Pig, but everywhere.
So right now you can only see her hair and her lips, but she looks Peppa Pig everywhere.
The carpet matches the dress.
For those of you who can hear, Robert just told us the carpet matches the dress. I've never seen so many people ask for waiters ever. Okay.
Can I just mention it's 6 o'clock? We need to crack on.
Okay, let's go. Yes?
She is a millennial, there is no carbs.
That has nothing to do with mother sources. Okay, we're gonna recap the questions at lightning speed for the 11 or so people still playing at home. Question 1, 90s music anagram, Shoe Inspector. It's a band from the 90s. Question 2, what is the collective noun for a group of unicorns? Question 3, what is the largest living thing on Earth? Question 4, which country has the most pyramids? Question 5,
I think there's a question.
yes?
Besides 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
The question is as follows.
Are you still dealing with the largest living thing on the planet?
I feel like you guys started the losing part of your name way too early.
All right, now let's be honest. If you guys were in contention to win, is it a mammal or not a mammal? It is a thing that is living.
It's a living.
Okay, question 4. What country has the most pyramids? Question 5 is a sports anagram and the words of Admiral Red. Question 6. We're going back to another question, yes? Okay, the question is, if I was vegan, would I eat the largest living thing on the planet? Probably not, because I'd be busy killing myself. Question 6. Which of these celebs was not born in Canada? Was it Kiefer Sutherland? Was it Ryan Reynolds? Was it Michael J. Fox? Or was it Seth Rogen? Question 7. I think we've got another question about question 3.
Would Michael J. Fox eat the largest living thing on this planet?
Would Michael J. Fox eat the largest? I think he would. He would eat the largest. I don't know if he's a vegan or not, though. So I can't answer that with any accuracy.
He would never get vegan.
Question 7. The method for calculating the score required to win a rain-affected game of cricket was renamed in 2014. What was it renamed to? Question 8. In Friends, what role did Joey play in the series Days of Our Lives? Question 9. What is our president, the president of South Africa's full name?
If you don't know this, 6 seconds of shame.
And question 10, in honor of our hosts, the HTA School of Culinary Cuisine. What are the names of the mother sauces? Are you guys ready for the answers? Have you swapped your question papers? Let's do that quickly.
I feel like the last question is hurt everybody.
Please stop with this one.
You know which one really should?
You know which question really should have hurt everyone? Was our president's full name. You don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
I mean, that's reflective of our audience, though.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Have we all swapped papers? Are we ready? Question 1. Our 90s music anagram. The word was shoe inspector. It was an anagram of the band Stereophonics. I love that a couple of tables high-fived and a couple of them hated each other.
Yeah, a couple of them are going to kill us in the parking lot. That's going to happen. That's the problem with doing it live.
Okay, guys, I'm just putting it out there. If you are going to kill somebody in the parking lot, please choose the smaller of the two
Or
Ghostbusters.
the weaker, the flabbier, the slower. Look at that guy.
Question 2. What is the collective noun for a group of unicorns? I would just really like to see if anybody in the live audience wants to venture a guess.
Multiple.
I said a dazzle.
A rainbow, a dazzle,
A multiple.
All good
a
guesses.
multicorn,
You're all winners in my heart, but all wrong.
unless you wrote a blessing. Alright, so one table, two tables, one really loud table.
Yeah, and another one.
Scottish dazzle.
Question 3, what is the largest living thing on Earth?
It's not Chris's mom.
Have you guys ever heard of Longwood? I feel like Tabs is going to explain this one. I'm going to drink beer while she does.
You know what I really love about this one is Chris actually did the research on this particular topic and didn't actually give me all the information. So apparently it's some sort of fungus. Yes!
The short answer
Well
is
done for making up for the Nobel Prize question.
it's a mushroom. I'll read you the essay answer now. The largest terrestrial organism on the planet is a fungus called Arborearia solidipes.
So if you can write Amaria solid deep.
Or honey fungus.
If I spelled that as elephant, would I still get it right?
No. The largest honey fungus identified in North America is in Oregon. It measures 3.4 miles or 5.5 kilometers across. It is considerably sorry, there was a no there. Considerably bigger than when I had the words in front of me.
Malaria solid deepies. Come on, man.
I didn't go to private school like the rich kids from Randburg. It's the biggest giant, considerably bigger than the biggest giant sequoia or African elephant.
You're doing so well, Chris. I want to pat you on the well done.
Thank you, Bob. Which country has the most pyramids? Sudan.
Everyone
In
on
fact,
me.
Sudan has over 200 pyramids.
Now, if you did write Peru, please keep in mind.
I feel like anybody who said Peru can meet Chris out in the parking lot.
There you go. If you did say Peru, please, I would love to engage with you online.
In the parking lot, Alexa, bring a chair. Like that.
Sports Anagram, Admiral Red. It is.
Real Madrid.
There we go, Real Madrid. Which of these celebs was not born in Canada? The answer is Kiefer Sutherland. Now you can tell he wasn't born in Canada, because his parents couldn't even spell. Like his name was actually Chris Sutherland.
Yeah, if he was actually from the American continent.
Yes. Kiefer Sutherland, exactly.
He was actually born in England.
He was born in London, not Newcastle.
Not probably.
Otherwise, he would have been called Kiefer Sutherland.
No,
Like
he said London, not England. He said London.
Kiefer Sutherland, like.
Now look at it.
All right, question 7. The Duckworth-Lewis method of calculating the score has been changed. What is the current name? Just to summarize, the question is now called the Duckworth-Lewis Stern method. Because they're very strict on it.
He's over there celebrating for his table, and his table had learned to block him, and therefore got it wrong. That's amazing.
Much like Brock Belcher in the 2007 World Cup.
Like Mackay and Tini in the 4-3-8 game,
13, wasn't it?
blocking for a one.
Oh, playing for the draw when they really needed a win.
So like, stay where you are, lads.
This is the course happening at that table is what's going on.
We'll wait for you to.
I've bloody told you.
Either of you, you're welcome to cut Chris up in the parking lot after.
That's fine. We can't do too much Christmas, Caroline. We'll move on. In Friends, what role did Joey play in the series Days of Our Lives? What was his name? Okay, if you wrote, this is very important, if you wrote Dr. Jake Ramore, you got it wrong because his name was Drake. With a D. If you said Drake, you are 100%
The
correct.
confidence on that table, though. Keep that going in your life. You weren't any
Dr. Drake, D-R-A-K-E, Ramore is the correct answer. Okay, now I want to go around to each team and get the next question, please. Just because I want to humiliate people, because that's in my lecture. What is our president's full name?
Cyril Henry Ramaphosa.
Wrong. Wrong.
Yes.
Close.
You wrote Matson.
No one. What the fuck? One table photograph. Give them a massive round of applause. Okay, his name is in fact, we'll still give it to you, but it is Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. So, one table, well played. Yes, Jules.
Is there not some irony there? There was a cereal named Matabella.
No, there's no irony, but a lot of racism.
I can't put it better than that. No, you do not get a half a point for Cyril Ramaphosa because everybody knows that. The whole thing. Okay, question 10. We have Dwayne Riley here, who's the representative of the HJA School of Culinary Arts. And the question was, please name the 5 mother sauces in culinary French cuisine.
So you obviously gave hollandaise.
We gave hollandaise.
Then you got, which is probably the most common one, the bechamel.
Bechamel, which some of you may call white sauce. We will accept white sauce. although once again a bit racist.
So basically the brown sauce.
Espanol.
Picking the fruit.
When you take brown,
Then you got the tomato or
Whoa. What's the exception? Did you say brown sauce? Because I'm just putting it out there, Scottish people call
fruit sauce.
which I think is a bit different. So what do you mean by green sauce? So like HD. Okay, they will give it to you.
there's too much sugar in HD. So you get
Yeah, but what
more
they talk about, what the
Green
Scots are talking about, green sauce, is that thing you get from HD, yes?
Then you got the Robertson, which is stock picking the fruit. Robertson.
But the loops.
I'm not French.
Okay, let's do, I think it's safe to say they didn't get it.
Yeah.
So did you say you weren't French?
Wait, did you get whoa, sorry. She said it sounds like when you throw up. I'm just putting it out there. I didn't say it sounds like she said it. I really want to be around her when she's throwing up. If that's a bit. Okay, next one.
That's it.
No, you missed the tomato slash Napolitano.
Say that when we were talking in between.
Okay, so we missed Napolitano when you were going through. Alright, so bechamel, balut, Espanol, Hollandaise, and Napolitano or tomato. You can, wait, this is very important. You can say Hollandaise, you just won't get a mark for it. You can say Hollandaise all you like, but it is going to be wrong. What about mayonnaise? Did you say mayonnaise or mayonnaise? Neither of them are correct. Okay.
So a mayonnaise is a derivative of hollandaise.
There was better sauce.
No, that's the base of the sauce. So that's celery,
Okay, so what we will accept is bechamel, and we'll give you white sauce. Balut, Espanol, tomato, or Napolitano. We won't give you hollandaise because I gave you hollandaise. Did anybody write down hollandaise after I gave it to you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't get a point for that. Alright, I'll give you, since all of us put it down, I'll give you all a point for hollandaise.
Everybody gets a point. You're like Oprah Winfrey at points.
Alright, now, something very. Okay, can we all swap our tests back again? And I'd like you to please hand them to Tabs here. I'm going to say the quite important. Warren is going to tell you
About my life.
Warren's going to tell you about his life and his 5 other sources.
He's willing to do anything.
Any. Oh, Chris is going to the bathroom. That's what's going on. Was there a lot of controversy? Let me know in the comments if you're angry about the 5 other sources. I mean, you guys were much more likely to be able to Google than our local people. Oh, good. Robin is going to come and chat with me. Hooray! Here we go, Robin. So which bit did you know?
I knew the fungus one. I'm a scientist and I was like, focus on your all.
You know what's terrible about me? Is you said I did
So
the
you
fungus
think
one.
it's fun?
Let's go with the main one. The main one is that when you said I know the fungus one, I didn't immediately leap to because you're a scientist. I leapt to, oh, because you had them all.
Please tell him I'm a huge advocate for wearing condoms like at very few diseases.
I didn't even go there. I don't know where this is coming from.
It's just my brand now. I'm hoping to be sponsored by Durex or Dunlop because my surname's Dunlop and I need a rubber company to like back me or something.
I'm not drinking because you're talking. Like it's fine.
But you should. You will avoid fun guy.
Hey, depress us. You're like a COVID scientist, though. You're not just like a scientist. Make us sad.
Oh no, this is good news. There's less COVID. Right? And I know this because we don't have enough people to test. So we should celebrate this. Why are we getting sad?
Yeah, she said literal, this is what she does for a living.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks like this, but she
Yes.
gets the corona. So you guys are saying you're all sitting with no mask.
Is that like the Macarena?
Yeah. So basically, I work for clinical research, right? And we're looking on how to fix the virus with different medications. And we don't have enough people getting sick. So that means that this gathering is probably okay.
Yeah.
Or
So
I have a fun clinical research trial you can test for.
So the only disease anyone's going to get is from Don Wood fucking them in the parking lot.
All preaching of Christendom.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our host, the very drunk Chris Forrest.
That's Robin Dunlop, and she's available for children's parties and also
Clinical testing.
Clinical testing.
just general tips you ever need to bring the mood up in your life. She'll help. Okay.
So do we have a winner yet? Do we know who's
No,
winning?
not yet, I'm
No, all right. Tabitha's doing maths, which if it's like her doing English means it is a terrible cheat.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a birthday here with us tonight. So we have a cake for the birthday girl. So if you wouldn't mind joining me in singing happy birthday to her, there could be enough cake for everybody. There's probably not. But
Why do we sing happy birthday?
we sing happy birthday to celebrate. It is the wonderful Rita Wood. All right, so if you all join me while we calculate the scores. Ladies and gentlemen, let's sing happy birthday to Rita. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rita. Happy birthday to you. Amen. Amen. Let's get forward to do an inappropriate joke about blowing.
I wish that we as a society could just accept the fact that no one likes having a happy birthday sung to them. No one likes singing that. Can we just stop? Can we just
This is a very common view
Can we
amongst
stop?
people who have no friends.
Chris,
All right, so happy birthday, Rita. Thank you for sharing it with us this evening on your birthday. Happy birthday, yes. We have a prize.
are you sure? Is this it is official. Yeah, no.
So basically, what you do, I'm going to take you in front chair. You're going to stay up so that they can do better next time. Yeah. I'll be doing a scorecard. So in a complete setup, a massive shock. We're going to start with team number 6, who wins some fabulous wine, very kindly donated by our white people. Of course, first item is second place. Team Gaffer, congratulations. It's the place that is second place. Fifth place with a score of 20 points. Also wins also scored like a million on the confidence scale. They had a lot. Also, what I really like about this thing is that they tried as best they could to share their answers with the entire group. I have it here. Plus, secret group. No, you deserve every point you got.
But they're getting you an extra one now, but still good. It's still
Okay, so in fourth place, let's go try one. Wait, it's one. Is the Lunatics Exiles. I don't want to like highlight you guys. I know you.